Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Jerry is at the Movies. I wish I was talking about movies today, but I'm not. I'm talking about what everybody else is talking about in their household today. So, as you well know, Charlie Kirk was murdered in front of thousands of people, in front of the whole world, actually, in front of his children, in front of his wife. And I don't know what I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say about it. First of all, freedom of speech is not free. That's a white man. That is America's child. That's America's child that they murdered in cold blood. You knew what they did to us. What they did to Martin, what they did to Malcolm, what they did to any black political leader murdered in cold blood. But it's deeper than black and white. It's deeper than, it's deeper than that. They try to keep that at the surface. Black and white, we're separated, we're not equal, all of that stuff. It's an attack on men. It's an attack on men. What was the last woman that got assassinated? I'll wait. What was the last woman that got assassinated? This didn't just happen. I was talking to my friend last night. This stems from their attempt to make this world a feminine place. Y'all can believe it or not. They're not in love with men anymore. They're tired of men. They think men have been in positions of power for far too long, and now the woman movement has gone out of control. It has out of control since Hillary. When Hillary lost in the election, it started there. They have been after men in particular since Hillary lost. And then they thought they had their savior in Kamala. And when Kamala lost to Trump again, they are out for blood. They are out for blood. And anybody that got anything to say about the left wing, about LGBTQ, about trans, about man and woman and what's the definition, you are in trouble. So he is the first. But James Peterson better watch out. Myron better watch out. I don't know if they'll ever see this. Myron, watch your back. Watch your back, Myron. Because this man was soft-spoken. He battled he debated people. Debate. And he got murdered. Myron is out there just straight dissing. Myron, watch out, man. Because you out in broad daylight doing the same thing he did. They're after the men. Andrew Tate, look out. Because I know y'all trying to put us on. I know y'all trying to put us on. Watch out, because this world is judge, jury, and executioner now. And it's these people that They have totally disregarded the Bible. They have totally disregarded God. They think that they have the right to take you off this planet. They did this to this man. This is regular. This is what's scary about it. Back when I was younger, it was people that were really demonic and really evil. Now it's your kid that's in front of your computer that you pay for, that's sitting there hours and hours researching, and it's in his eyeballs and goes into the back of his head. Now it's like, it's kill, 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 kill. That guy went up there, shot him, dropped. They got him. They got him this morning. They got him in custody. That's one thing I can say about America. They work fast. They work fast. I told them last night. I said they're gonna have him in the morning. They're gonna have him in the morning. Oh, I knew it. I already knew it. They're gonna have him in the morning. Because here's the crazy part. This got nothing to do with us. As black people, we got our own problems with our own people. That's why there's no such thing as white on white crime. That's not a word. That's not a phrase that they use. You know what I mean? But it's not even that. It's not even that. It's man versus woman, and there's some men that identify themselves as women. Yo, to each his own. But it is getting out of control. And this man was trying to tell them. I know he had, look, I didn't agree with 100% of the things that he taught. I was not. But there's a lot of things that he said, like, that's true, but that's what debating is about. It's not to try to prove, it's not trying to make you believe or what I believe. It's to have a dialogue. It's for you to be like, yeah, I didn't agree with that. But you know what? I do agree with that statement, but they don't want to be corrected. Nobody wants to be really corrected nowadays. Nowadays, I don't think people want to be corrected, period. I think people like to go on with what they're doing. I have friends that are not friends anymore because they came to me for advice. I gave them advice and they got angry. And they got angry at the advice. Preferably women, sorry. But predominantly women. That was my friend that came to me for advice. I gave them advice and they got mad at me for advice because their molecular structure is all about emotion. So what did you come to me for in the first place? Men want solutions. Men try to find solutions. That man try to find solutions. But you want to go on with, that's why there's a lot of men are losing the fight of being men, so they're becoming women because they're losing the fight of being men. Wow. I said that. Men are identifying themselves as women because women are winning now. And to win, you have to follow. You gotta be a little feminine. A little bit. I fight that stuff every day. Because there's a lot of emotion in me that I get pissed off about. I get pissed off when I'm overly emotional about something. Because that's a woman trait, and I'm not a freaking woman. I love being a man. And people that love being men, we are being targeted. We're not loved anymore. We are not loved anymore. Mama love and grandmama love is over with. Is done with. Is done with. Men, protect your manhood because they're coming after it. You better listen to these dudes. Myron, at first I thought he was very, very harsh, to be honest with you. But that guy is trying to put y'all on to what we should have had, what they should have had as nerds in the 80s. What the nerds should have had, the nerds that wore the glasses that were running after girls and never could catch them. We should have had a Myron then. We should have had a Charlie Kirk then and an Andrew Tate then to stop being a bitch and get off your ass and be a man. We should have had them then. We got them now, and they're in danger. They're in danger. This proves it. This proves it. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Didn't agree with everything you said, but definitely stuff that we gonna be watching for ages. That's why I said if you got stuff to say, put it on camera because we gonna be listening to this man forever. Now they just made this man even bigger. So y'all really didn't do nothing. Y'all really didn't do nothing. Y'all made it worse. Y'all made it worse. Now men are gonna be like, what constituted this man of dying in front of his kids? What did he say? Now we got to study it. We got to look at it. We got to take another deeper dive at it. Listen, this is the land of the free. I am free to think the way I want to think and what I want to be. Now, if you want to be that, you want to be whatever you want to be, then that's your prerogative. But they're trying to put it into society, and look at the damage it's doing. Look at the damage it's doing. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all might hate Trump, but Trump was trying to eliminate it, so they couldn't get Trump. So they're trying to get everybody else that ever agreed with him, ever helped put him in office. They're going after him. They're going after them. Be careful, Andrew. Be careful, Myron. Be careful, James Peterson. Be careful, Antoine Daniels. Antoine, be careful. Be careful, man. Be careful out there, man. Be careful. Be careful, man. I don't know, bulletproof vests. I don't know if y'all want to chill indoors. I don't know. Just be careful with your rhetoric because they're coming after truth, and especially when it comes from a man. Because they don't want to be corrected, and women don't want to be corrected. And now there's men that perceive themselves as women, so they don't want to be corrected. That's fine, because I was just talking to somebody online. They was like, man law, man makes the laws. But there's also universal law. And universal law trumps over man law all the time. Godly law, God law, before the beginning of time law, forget the Bible and forget the Quran. There are universal things in place that you cannot dispute, and you will be destroyed. You will be destroyed. You think that you living great, you think that you living well, and you think that you the bomb. Pride goes before the fall. You think that you made this man. Look, we still listening to what Malcolm had to say. We still listening to Martin. You made this man a hero. Now this man got his wings. Now we really gonna listen to what he had to say because he died for it. He died for it. And all y'all people that are laughing and giggling online, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for that. You're gonna pay for that. All you girls that are having slumber parties and saying ding dong, the witch is dead, y'all gonna pay for it. Y'all gonna pay for it. I wish this was a better video, man. But I gotta get back into talking my stuff, man. Jerry is at the movies with all the smoke, man. I'm gonna be back for all my reviews and all my everything else. But rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. You was a great, great American. And my condolences to the family. A really great, great American. Rest in peace. Jerry is at the movies.